Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming this morning. Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda Gaurachandra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nityananda Gaura Chandra Nityananda Gaura Chandra Nityananda Gaura Chandra Nityananda Gaura Chandra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gaurachandra, Nityananda Gaurachandra, Nityananda Gaurachandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Okay, turn your mics on. Let's do some japa together here.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Rama Rama.
It's so fun worshiping Krishna. 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 Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda,
Gaura
Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gaura Chandra. Gora Chandra, Srivas, 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 Murari, Murari Gupta, Murari Gupta, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita,
Sriva, Sriva.
Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita,
Sri Advaita,
Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri
Sri
Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Haridas, Haridas, Haridas.
Haridas Thakur.
Haridas, Haridas,
Haridas Thakur.
Haridas, 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 Haridas.
Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur.
Ah, Jaya
Haridas
Shri
Thakur.
Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Yeah, real devotees, they worship the Lord a lot. The devotees like Srivas and the other devotees, they get together 3 times a day and they would worship Krishna. Yeah. Because, Krishna is the only real life in the world. The transcendental presence of the Lord is life-giving. See? And without it, we just dry up in the world. Oh, I saw something surprising. Freddie actually glorified his guru publicly today. I thought that was awesome. There must have been some internal change happened. Yeah. You see, that's how it works. It's by purification. See that things go, and then the new revelation and realization come. Yeah, it's a process, man. Yeah, that's if you sincerely see. That's a sign of sincerely following its path, sincerely believing in a bona fide guru, and following the process. Yeah, it's a simple process, nothing so difficult. Come, regularly associate with the devotees, worship with the devotees, make friends with the devotees. Become part of this family. Yeah, even in the world, you can do it like that. When you want to become friends with a group or something, you associate with them. Yeah, you go to their meetings and you meet them and you talk with them. All of a sudden, they pull you on board, right? That's how it works. It always works like that. Why do you think it wouldn't work spiritually? this is even more real because these relationships last forever. See, whatever you bond with here is a forever thing. See, this is relationships based on the transcendental potency. That's why you have to go through purification. So that your consciousness can be up leveled to the spiritual platform. Yeah. All these other relationships we have, even in the mighty land, they're not transcendental yet. It's all etiquettes. That's not real. Etiquette isn't real. That's not the truth. You know what etiquette is? A person can be a spiritually lower position, and you could be spiritually higher position, but you give that person honor as a higher position. See, on the material platform. See? But that's not the truth. That won't set you free. It's a band-aid, like a lot of band-aids for persons who are still less intelligent and not ready to go down deep into the depths of truth. See? Because if you can do that, then you can abandon all varieties of religion and religious leaders and religious speculations that they give you and religious rituals. See? Only if you're willing to go deeper into truth. Okay, let's see here. Oh, music. Oh, sorry. Oops. Move this away. Let's see here. I love how, Krishna keeps showing me different angles of vision on this abandon all varieties of religion. How and what the deeper the deeper really meaning of it, and how you can actually do it. Yeah, like today, there was that to me was a revelation, a deepening of the understanding. Come on, wait. There it is. Yeah, deepening of the understanding, of how truth sets you free from religion. Yeah, and how not having the truth keeps you in religion. Hmm? See, etiquette is just give respects to everybody, give respects to these gurus, see? And, even worship them, bow down to them, treat them like pure devotees. Are they? No. But you just do it out of etiquette, so that's not really the depths of truth. It's not their true position. See, even when you're awakened deeply, you hit the position of Madhyamadikari. That's the middle position. That means love of God awakens in you, and you can detect the envious persons in this world, and you can detect the innocent who you preach to. Okay? And so the envious, you might look over into these religions like ISKCON and all that, and you see a guru full of envy. So would you believe in that person? Would you just make note of that? This is what Prabhupada did, because he was more than Madhyamati. That's what he tried to help his neophyte disciples understand. There was a difference between him, an acharya, and his godbrothers, who were also acting as acharyas. And he disrespected them for their benefit to teach them. Otherwise they would believe they were like him. Now, would that be a good thing? See how you mix the pure with the impure? And then Prabhupada goes and then you mix with the ones he said that were envious? Would that be a good thing? No, you get contaminated. And if on a neophyte platform, you don't even know. You don't know. You're not clear. Yeah. That's why here you go, you want to go through purification to the point of very deep awakening. So you're at Madhya, and you can tell this. And then you become part of the guru and the guru's family. Okay? And then whatever's done to you is because that's what they would do to the guru and the guru's family. Okay? That's the way Jesus, when the Holy Spirit was going to awaken in the devotees, he said, whatever they have done to me, they will do to you. If they listen to my word, they'll listen to your word. And yeah, and that goes back in generations. That's why here, some people will listen to this word and some people won't. Yeah, like practicing being humble. And inside you're full of envy and anger and hatred and all that. But you go around practicing being humble. It's not real. It's so neophyte. So anyway, that's why they don't come here. We can't, Krishna, they're not ready to be delivered. They need to stay in religion for a lifetime or two or 10 or who knows how long. Yeah, we're here, to deliver the devotees. The Lord knows who's, he's in the heart. We're on the outside. We work together, right? It's like teamwork. The Lord can't do it alone. You notice? He can't do it alone. He could, but he doesn't work like that. No, he works from the super soul side. And he leads by the mercy of Krishna, you get guru. See? And then from the outside, by the mercy of guru, you get Krishna. You get they're like the Roto-Rooter, goes in there and clears the channel between you and your relationship with the super soul. Yeah? You got to, get the mechanic out. Yeah, okay, anyway. We're in, chapter 10. Continue. Chapter 10. Continue. So this is Murari. We finished with him a little bit. Oh, my Lord, please do not place me in any situation where I may deviate from the absolute truth, forgetting that you are the Supreme Lord and I am your eternal servant. See? And not just, deviation could be anything that where people don't act like that. See, here you're in the place where devotees are worshiping the Lord. We're the Lord's eternal servants. And you could see practically we're the Lord's eternal servants because we have the symptoms. Not everybody, but many, have the symptom. They're progressing in different devotees. But we'll just, we have the symptoms of that relationship. So this is the highest prayer, the highest truth, the highest understanding, the best understanding is not to be placed in any situation where there's forgetfulness of that relationship. Even in Vaidhi Bhakti, even amongst devotees who are practicing in devotional service and practice, with the deities like this. Do they really know their relationship? No, they're practicing it. So, isn't it better for the real thing? The real thing, the devotees that are in their internal position of worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy and in revelation, it's the best place to be. You think you can always get this kind of situation with all these bewilderments here? Even to get Jesus, Jesus, how what he had to go through to ground this in this world. He went through a lot in the desert, you know, tested big time, all the way to the end. People giving him troubles because of preaching truth. But that's why we remember people like that. What we're doing will be remembered. You know why? Because in the face of so much adversity, we just keep going. And I don't know, it's not hard for me, but it's pretty amazing because we have the power of God behind us. Nobody could withstand what's been thrown at us unless you have that special power from God to sustain us here in this world. See? And so eternal preaching is eternal preaching. Eternal glorification, the absolute truth, is eternal glorification. It's eternal. Lord, he loves to hear it. He wants to hear it again and again and again. Whenever you descend accompanied by your eternal associates, I desire to be there as your insignificant servitor. Now that is a prayer, huh? How would you like to have a prayer like that? Be able to descend with the Lord. What higher goal would that be than that? Descend with that God of gods and King of kings. The Lord replied, so be it, so be it. I grant you this boon. Hearing this, a jubilant uproar from the devotees filled the air. All the Vaishnava devotees were naturally very affectionately disposed to Maharaj, who was always compassionate to all living beings. See, affection is the key word. Affectionately disposed to advance devotees. If you don't have that, you're contaminated. It's always back to the same thing. Contaminated energies, and energies that are dark, like dirty, makes you dirty. Like a dirty person doesn't like to associate with a clean person, or a clean person doesn't like to associate with a dirty person. Yeah, that's just how it is. They think, ooh, who is this person? Well, I don't know if a dirty person cares, but but a clean person doesn't want to associate with somebody dirty. See, and it's not material dirty thing. It's spiritual dirty. When your spirit is dirty because of bad association. See, so as that clears, you start getting affection for Lalita and Govinda. See, and not treat them like ordinary persons. You notice we go through phases here. We had first people were thinking Lalita and Govinda were ordinary, just kind of, like, should I invite them? I don't know, And now, some of that stuff might be there, but that's the dirtiness, that's the contamination. Because if you don't have natural affection for those the Lord resides in, that means you don't have really natural affection for the Lord yet. Okay? Contamination does that. So this is the chance here. Or if you just kind of think, we're just people, we're just another group of devotees. See? Lack of offense. You know what that's called? Offense. It's a fence. Offense. Offense means lack of affection for the transcendental. That's why the whole world is an offense to God. See, lack of affection for what's transcendental. That's why whoever has affection for this preaching that we do here, you're very fortunate. So keep it up, man. Keep it going. Because don't let Maya in your beginner state, weak state, just pull you away. Listen to these words. Let these words be a rope to keep you here. Develop that. Cultivate that. Just like, you want to grow a plant, you got to take care of it. You got to water it, nourish it. That's what we do. All the Vaishnava devotees were naturally affectionately disposed. Yeah. Such was the purity of Murari's devotion that merely his presence would transform anywhere into a holy place of pilgrimage. He is ecstatic devotee, loving devotee. He loved Lord Chaitanya. That's why these meetings, because that same spontaneous love is here for the Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, transforms these places into holy places of pilgrimage. How? Is it just the words? We just say the word. No. The God is intelligent. God is a scientist. It's the vibrations. The vibrations. Why do you think? You think India is holy just because it's India? It's holy because of those holy persons that have graced India, that have graced Vrindavan, have graced Mathura, and Mayapur, and Navadvip. And then you're sensitive. You can feel it when you land there. Even in India, you can feel it. You're close. Lalita just talked about that yesterday. I had this Mayavadi lady. She was following me. She was Mayavadi. But, she wanted to prove that her Mayavadi thing was the same as Bhakti. She thought it was the same. It's not really, but, there's some semblance there. So she followed me for around, and she followed me to Mayapur. As soon as we got off the train, she went. She was floored. She felt it because she was sensitive. She was a real Mayavadi. I mean, she could go into Brahman, that kind of stuff, and become Brahman, become like God. It's an illusion, but she could do that. And as soon as she stepped off the train, she immediately felt it, man. She said, this place is so special. And I'd be giving classes about Gaur Katha like this, and she was drunk, man. Just drunk with this and this, and she was real sensitive. But anyway, she had a hard time giving up her Mayavadi thing. But anyway, she kept going. I think she still probably keeps going back over there. I had some old videos about that. I think I only found one. Where was it? And it's just, It is impossible to describe the greatness of Murari. Even the Supreme Lord advents for pleasure of Murari. Lord Chaitanya then declared, all of you listen carefully. If anyone criticizes Murari, he cannot be saved even by 1,000,000 dips in the Ganga. In fact, that the baths in the Ganga or even the chanting of Lord Hari's name will certainly destroy such a sinful wretch. See? Fools rush in where angels feel to tread. You see that group over there? What they do? They criticize devotees on the ecstatic platform here, worshiping the Lord like that. And you think anybody thinks you can get benefit there? No, the scriptures are in force. This is the word of God, man. If he dies in that position, he can chant. He just has his illusion that, hey, it'll never go deep. It's just all speculation, more speculations in his talks, and it'll become worldly, more and more worldly. It's just always like that. Or he might even start to get the delusion that, oh wow, I think I'm Mahaprabhu. I came here. This happens so much with people like that. They blaspheme. They're ungrateful to the real guru. See? And they start blaspheming the real guru. That's Guru Aparat, breaks the bhakti creeper completely. Hey, Govinda. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's see here. Chanting Krishna's name, the Vaishnava devotees began to weep in ecstasy, seeing how Lord Chaitanya has showered the mercy upon Murari. So isn't it interesting how the Lord shows the highest truth and shows you illusions, shows you the impediments? See, that's why we preach like this, to show the highest truth and value and show you the impediments so you can begin to understand. You know, it's like, if a person says, there's quicksand over there, don't go over there, because if you fall in, you'll never come out. See? That kind of thing. And especially this impediment of Guru Aparad, those who perform it, you shouldn't even really look in their direction, because they're so inauspicious now because of their Guru and Vaishnava Aparads. And they're more dangerous because they act like Vaishnavas. See, more dangerous. Better you could see a materialist who blah, 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 you won't look in their direction. But these guys are more dangerous because they act like Vaishnavas. They go sit there, preach from the same books and everything, but he's a Guru Aparadi and a Vaishnava Aparadi. Severe offender. Worse than a beefeater. Worse than a killer, a murderer can murder. He can murder your chances to make spiritual progress. See, that's the worst. You can give up so many bodies and not lose your spiritual progress. But you go to a person like that who is rejected Guru, and preaches against and criticizes Guru like that. Going to a guy like that is getting spiritually murdered, and that's the worst of all, because then you inherit the offense of those kinds of persons. This is what I see. I don't know. Do you see this? You see this? You cannot be purified by 1,000,000 dips in the Ganga. 1,000,000 chantings of the holy name will destroy you. See, because it's not holy when you criticize. Why do you think Shiva had his followers pee on the sacrifices of the Brahmins? Now, that's a big thing, huh? Shows you, people don't know God's attitude. Well, it's right here. Nobody, and when they hear God's attitude, they want to run and hide. Well, you can run and hide or just learn the lesson. This is the best thing I preached to this guy over there. Maybe he'll start shaking in his boots. That'll be the best thing, because his destination in the next life is not good. Is bad. It's painful. So, amen. Thank you, Krishna, for inspiring me, to be a little bit of a bad boy. Chanting Krishna's name, the Vaishnava devotees began to weep in ecstasy, showing how he had showered his mercy upon Murari. Yeah, and when you become an ecstatic devotee, all you get is showers. Isn't that amazing? Showers of mercy. Just the Lord says, oh my God, the Lord, my devotees worshiping me today. Oh, this is so great. So I can help him now. Otherwise, I can't help these people. They don't turn their attention to me. They turn their attentions to Trumps and to Bidens and to the world, or to the Jaipatakas and all that. They're not devotees yet. Prove it. Nobody can prove it. You turn your attention here, boom, you get purified. Man, ecstatic devotion begins to awaken in many. So this is the place. God is really with us, huh? And God is not really with them. All they had are rules and regulations and everything, but not the living God that we have. We have the living God. Yeah, not even in the Ryan Raj group. There was no living God. There is a bunch of rules and regulations all in the name of Raganuga Bhakti and Radhe. But no showers of the transcendental mercy. Nada. All intellectual jargon. Talks of Shuddha Bhakti, but no Shuddha Bhakti. Yeah, I asked the guy, did you experience Shuddha Bhakti? He's talking about Shuddha Bhakti. So Shuddha Bhakti. Yeah, you experience it? Well, I'm under the guidance of a Shuddha Bhakti, questionable one, under the guidance. Therefore, I can speak all I want about Shuddha Bhakti. Oh, really? Yeah. See, that's a flimsy argument. That's a flimsy, like a house of cards, just ready to fall apart. It means is all he can do is speculate on Shuddha. How can you speak about Shuddha Bhakti not knowing Shuddha Bhakti and being a Shuddha Bhakti, being infused in your soul? So one lady here, if she's still here, she says, boy, she said a couple of times, you're really energetic. Really, I like that. You're really energetic. And well, the energy is not, in Christianity, they call it the dunamis potency. It's the power of God. See, it's Shuddha Bhakti. It's the divine potency. It empowers the devotees. See, to have revelations, revelations of the absolute truth, and to preach that and deliver people out of illusion. See, but he can't compromise. No, as it is, even at the threat of death. You can see people how weak they are in the world. The United States is really powerful. Materially anyway. And they got all the guns and they got all the secret weapons and all. And they're so proud now. Man. They want to show their thing. They go into the crypto field, man. They go to a person who's way out of another country, not even, and they just go over and they go say, hey, man, we're going to do this to you and do this to you and do this to you. Yeah. Are you going to give up? You give up your position? Oh, yeah. Yeah. People are afraid in this world. Okay? The same thing with these gurus. You think if anybody, start to think about, well, hey, this isn't right, and just maybe we shouldn't do it. We'll throw you out. We'll excommunicate you. You will not be a guru anymore. That's why to be a guru is the best thing is you find a guru who starts from scratch to prove that the Supreme Lord is behind them. They may not have, these guys only have mass followings on Prabhupada's laurels. That's all. His books, his temples, all that. And the masses come and follow them. They don't understand them. They don't understand what real bhakti is. Okay? It's like these millionaires in the world, the ones who really know how to make money, from real estate. They prove it. They prove it. See, at least they're honest, man. They prove it. They throw themselves and they want to prove it. They publicly televise. I've seen this. They publicly televise. I'm going to be dropped off with no money in a city for a week, and I'm going to come out like a millionaire. And I've seen them. They've done it because they have knowledge, material knowledge. And know-how and wisdom and the world and stuff like that. And they can do it. Whereas people don't have knowledge, they can't do it. Throw any of these gurus out. and see if they can become a real guru. Take all their followers, let them start from scratch again. Will they do it? No, they can't do it. See? They can't do it because you have to be empowered to deliver people out of illusion. And like here, we don't get like big followings of people and everything, but a lot of people can't take the truth. It's really difficult, and a lot of people here need to grow stronger. You see, we finally got Freddie to make a public statement of a guru. After 6.5 years, shows you it takes some time. See, but the more you stand up, the more people will take notice too, and then the Vaishnava community will grow. They got to see, oh yeah, Gauri, is it just you and this one lady here and maybe a Govinda? Are there any others out there? See, but the more it's the more they see that witness. See, if we got 11 people up here, I think maybe we might start getting like 5,000, 10,000 people. But you guys are still growing. Can you imagine? They see 5, 10 people up here on Facebook. They start to think, hey, man, it's not just a 2-person show or a 3-person show. So, yeah. So, anyway. Lord Chaitanya then turned his benign glance on Haridas and called out, Haridas, look at me. Your body and birth is superior to mine. Your class and caste is more elevated than mine. See, he was a Brahmin. Haridas was a Sudra. See, the Lord is speaking the truth, actually. On a certain level, by the way. Hey, Haridas, you're a Sudra like that. I'm a Brahmin, but your caste, your real caste is higher than mine. Why? Because you're a devotee. You're an ecstatic devotee. So in other words, he's playing the place of a Brahmin. Brahmins think they're higher than Vaishnavas. You know that? Most of them think Vaishnava is lower. Or they think in name only, they think, even, this is the way it works. Even though a person's like a Brahmin quality, right? Like they could be sannyasi, they could be guru, and they have a Brahmin level intelligence. But they still think they're higher than a Vaishnava. What is a Vaishnava? Why are they higher? The higher Vaishnava is like Haridas. They chant holy names with ecstatic devotion like Haridas did. But these Brahmins think their caste is higher. These gurus think they're higher than the ecstatic devotees who chant the holy name here. That is wrong. That is a lie. That is not the truth. This is the truth. This is the point Lord Chaitanya is making to the world again. Hey, it's not just in the book anymore, is it? It's out. We loosed it in this world. See, whatever you loose on earth, you loose in heaven, Jesus said. See, we loosed this truth. We unshackled it from the book. That you gurus there, you have the qualities at best of a Brahmin, but your caste is lower than the caste of a Lalita Ganga, see, or Govinda. See, but you don't, if you act in truth and pay obeisances to Lalita and Govinda, then you get the mercy of the Lord, because you're released by the truth, by following the truth. But if you resist the truth, which they probably will for a while, you resist the truth that you're better. Remember, like a lot of people thought they were better than Lalita. See, they don't understand things as they are. So I'm here to, preach things as they are. See? So don't ever think a non-ecstatic Brahmin or sannyasi or guru is higher or more higher platform of realization than one who is an ecstatic devotee, deeply ecstatic, not hypocritically ecstatic. See, that's how you find the path. That's how when you do that, now you give honor to the transcendental devotees, transcendental potency. And then now you can learn what they know, because if you become their friend, remember, Krishna said, Arjuna, because you're my friend and disciple and devotee, you're qualified to understand these transcendental mysteries. Others are not. If you don't become a friend of the devotees here, and like a disciple, really like learning here, then you're not qualified to understand the transcendental mysteries. See, that's why you see Johann didn't get it, because he was never a real disciple and friend of Guru. Therefore, the transcendental mysteries are not revealed to him. All he gets is rebukes every day here. You ain't going to find me praising that. No, I got to teach as it is. I accepted you much longer as my guru, otherwise I wouldn't share your videos publicly. Yeah, okay, yeah, but there's some nice personal touch when I see you standing up for the thing, like putting a stamp, your name on it, not just sharing my videos. It's okay, that's very nice, but I consider this more significant. Because it's like with the Christians, they realized it's faith in Jesus was righteous, but confession is unto the salvation. See, when you start speaking it, and then you start to feel the real empowerment. See, the real empowerment and the Lord using you and infusing you with himself. See, and that's how you're saved. You think Narada Muni would keep his mouth shut? No, he goes and preaches all over the universes. Although that sinful Muslim tormentor inflicted great pain on you, yet in my heart I hesitated to punish him, for that would surely disturb you. Such is your compassionate nature. Listen, Haridas, when you were lashed with the whip in the different marketplaces, I took up my Sudarshan disc and descended to earth from Vaikuntha, intending to sever the tormentors' heads. While your tormentors were trying to beat you to death, at the same time you were thinking of their well-being. You were unconcerned about your own pains. You had only compassion for them. On account of your merciful heart, I could not use force. My Sudarshan disc was rendered impotent. You see, the Lord's, tells these things in the beautiful stories. But actually, the Lord and the devotee share the same heart. See? So the desire of Haridas is the desire of the Lord too. It's the compassion of the Lord shown on through his devotees. See, Haridas had deep realizations because of this sincere, pure, ecstatic worship. So I protected you from their lashes by placing my back upon yours. Yeah. And so that's how the Lord takes away our threefold miseries. Threefold miseries are diminished because of the Lord's grace. The threefold miseries are here because of Maya, because of our turning away from the transcendental Lord's protection to Maya's protection. But Maya's a cheater. His Maya cheats you because she's a liar. This is the nature of Maya, lies and cheats and deceives. You see, the evil people, they worship this devil, this Lucifer, this cheater, this lying, deceptive. That's why they're placing this upon the world now. They're showing, they're lying to the people. They're lying that this is good for them. It's all a lie. You don't think God gives me the eyes to see this? That's why if you don't got the eye, you listen here and you get some real privy information about stuff. Because that's what the evil people are using the evil to deceive, to cheat, because there's a depopulation agenda here. Maybe it's this Kulki. Maybe the Lord's working through like a Kulki kind of thing to depopulate things. Who knows? I don't know exactly for sure. But something's going on, man. It'll be revealed as we need to know. Our beloved Lord Chaitanya is very expert in expanding the glories of his devotees. He will do anything to glorify and protect his devotees. Do you see why devotees glorify devotees? If the Lord has that nature, the devotees have that nature. Especially if you get a real guru who's delivered you out of illusion. Do you see why Lalita does what she does? Just naturally. It's not like she's trying to, put it on or put on a show or something. This is from her heart, because it's so, this is so much pleasure in standing up for the truth, glorifying the truth. It's even publicly, especially publicly. Because so much benefit, people listen. They think, wow, this is uncommon. Why does she feel so? They start to get curious. That's why I tell people, you wonder why things are going on. You got to come and you got to follow the process. You got to hear. You got to show that you're. Hey there, Eric. Welcome. See, Vishnu Purana mentions that in 2026, Kalki will be born in Shamba. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Hey, we actually got fog today. It's foggy. He will even swallow fire for his devotees and willingly becomes his devotee slave. Sri Krishna recognizes only his devotees and knows nothing else. Remember that statement Jesus said, only the Father knows the Son and the Son knows the Father. And the Son can reveal the true nature of the Father to whom he chooses. So whoever Lord chooses, if he sees it and you become a sincere disciple and friend of Guru, then you can know these things. See, because the Lord only recognizes those devotees. That's why you see our preaching is uncommon. You cannot know no common devotee, can preach like this. See, only if the Lord's recognizes the person preaching here. Because what I tell you, you can't find anywhere. I mean, it's right there in front of you. You can't see it usually. See? So that's the Father reveals that to his Son, and this Son reveals that to whom he chooses. It's no other way. That's why if people think that I'm going to try to be self-realized some other way, no, doesn't work. I'm going to do it on my own. No, it doesn't work. Get thrown out. If you don't go in the door like Jesus said, you try to climb into the kingdom of God some other way other than going through the door, you're always thrown out. You can take drugs. You can take mushrooms. You can take, what do you call these, whatever it is, this ayahuasca stuff. But you'll always be thrown out of the kingdom. You get some experience, but it won't be clear. It'll be, that, and you're thrown out. And then you can't continue to take the drugs because they'll wear your body down. See? So you go in the door, see, then you'll become like a Lalita. She went in the door and she stays in the door, right? You notice? She doesn't have to take any drugs again and again and again. She just goes in the door. There she is. You know? So follow in the footsteps of the witnesses and you get the same result. Her example is no different than the 11 apostles. They were just really dedicated. They really believed in Jesus. You know, Lalita Ganga really believes in Gaur Das's preaching. See? And because there are people who really believed in the Pharisees' preaching, but the result wasn't there. There was no fruit. But those 11 disciples who believed in Jesus' preaching got the result of the spirit of bhakti. See, that's the same thing here. Those who really believe in the preaching of Gaur Das here, the results is starting to result. You see the fruits of ecstatic devotion, awakening. So it shows it's real. God is really here. It's not a cheating process. Can you say that with these gurus? Can you say that with Radhanath? You know, those who really believe, he has a lot of, I'm sure there's some that really believe in him. Do you see any fruit of ecstatic devotion growing? How about Jayapataka? How about any of them? How about Narayan Raj? Those who really believe in Narayan Raj, I look at Shamarani. I'm sure she really believes in Narayan Raj, right? It's just intellectual level, nothing like, and maybe a nice person. She's a nice person, nice person. Do you just want to be nice? Just want to be a nice person? You want to hang out with nice persons? I hung out with a nice her. She's nice, had nice dialogues. But no ecstatic devotion, man. No, that's the fruit I'm after. What about you? Anybody got goals like that? Life's ultimate goal. I want life's ultimate goal. I don't want to just give me a nice person in life, a goody two shoes to hang out with. Yeah, I hang out with the biggest gurus in Narayan Raj group. This lady, man, she was topmost guru there. Everybody praised her. I hung out with her. Boring. I mean, nice lady, nice with nice dialogue, sweet, all this, but no ecstatic devotion, not even a drop. But austerities, oh man, she could sleep in a hot room and with mosquitoes biting her and no fan. And everybody thought, wow, pure devotee, but no ecstatic devotion. So therefore, I don't know. I guess I have high goals. People are impressed. See, actually, there's verses in the Bhagavatam that Lord Chaitanya quoted. He said, those who do the austerities and everything, all they do are their bewilderments for the masses. They believe that is the highest goal, is to be austere and to be in the mode of goodness and regulated and all that. And the more austere, they think, wow, this person's a pure devotee and everything. And usually there's big pride in these people. There's no real humility, pride. But unless you're awakened yourself, that's why I had to start to awaken devotees here, because nobody could see. I'm just hanging out with a bunch of blind people, blind gurus everywhere, blind followers everywhere, They can't see these things. Sri Krishna recognizes only devotees and knows nothing else. To Krishna, there is no one equal position to his pure devotees. No one equal. See, so do you want to see like God sees? That's why this book is here. That's why this book is explaining these things. That's why Gaur Hari Das opens his mouth. Why? Why? Tongue's looking good today. Okay? No one is equal to a devotee like Lalita Ganga. No one is equal to a devotee like Govinda, whose real devotee got the mercy of Guru and Krishna. No one. Practical, huh? We actually got living examples, man. I don't have to speak, well, nobody's equal to Haridas. Well, Haridas is unmanifest now, is bygone. We got some living examples here, man. Yes. See, now the fun begins. No one's equal to Haridas. How do you know, Lalita? Look at it. She opens her mouth. Krishna comes like a slave immediately, like a little, like a henpeck. Oh, you're Lalita. What do you want? Just want to see you again and again and again. I want to feed you. I want to love you. Yeah. You see anybody equal to Lalita, then you're a fool. If you see any non-devotees equal to that, you're an illusion. Of course, if they're pure devotees, okay. But if they're not pure devotees with ecstatic devotion and pure ecstatic, not bullshit stuff like over there, the pure thing, the real thing. You're an illusion if you equate anybody in this world that has got the highest position like a Jaipataka or a Narayan Raj or any of that, or Radhanath, as equated with her, you're an illusion. Because he couldn't produce. None of these people can produce. Or the Lord doesn't produce in them what he produces in her, which is according to the highest shastras in the universe here, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's a good one, huh? I love that, man. These conclusive statements are my life and soul. That's why I don't want to meditate. I only want what the Lord likes and wants. No one is equal to his pure devotees. Therefore, I meditate on them and them only. No one is equal. Why should I not meditate on Haridasa and Radhanath or these gurus and everything? They're not like them. The Lord ain't meditating on them. The Lord ain't considering them the same. They don't have the symptoms of Haridas. They don't have the symptoms of Lalita. Put it practical. Why should I meditate? Why should you meditate? Why can't you just follow in these footsteps and then you'll get what we got? I'm not going to equate a person with non-ecstatic symptoms. Like, I don't care how big their material position is in religion. I don't care if that pope is on the high seat and everything. I'm not going to equate him on the same level as Lalita. If you do, you're a fool, man. You're a neophyte. You're an illusion. You're lost in this illusion still. You see how the Lord, you got to get to learn how to think like the Lord, but you got to be taught. See, we're being taught. Where do you hear preaching? I've never heard preaching like this anywhere, man. That's why I had to do it myself. I went to Narayan Raj, I went to hear it. I thought, well, everybody said, oh, he's so great. Wonderful. Oh, pure devotee, intimate servant, Radha and Krishna, or Chaitanya. No, not much talk about that. But, Radha and Krishna and all that. Oh, go, okay, let me hear some stuff. It's like going to a Johann class. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I couldn't understand, just like I can't understand him when he gets going, you know. Oh, the only one who can understand him is Christina and Shamaguri. Or do they really? They don't understand. They don't understand anything anyway. They just want to make a show. Oh, it's like everybody's big show here in this world, man. No truth. What did Narai Marshan? They'll learn something, man, you know, and what the heck is he saying? Then I ask a question. Your question is wrong. Oh, really? I guess I'm in the wrong place, man. Yeah. Yeah, everywhere I go, speculation or praising austerities and praising renunciation, always trying to attain Krishna. So you know what that proves? They have not attained Krishna because they're still trying. You chant 1 lakh to attain Krishna. See? And they don't attain. Well, you chant another lakh to attain. You just keep doing it over and over again until you attain Krishna. And then you fast and you follow these rules and all these things. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's a beautiful one there. Let's see. There is no one equal to the position of his pure devotees. Man, all truths are in this Chaitanya Bhagavat. Man, this is all you need to go back to Godhead. All those miserly offenders who are antagonistic towards such pure devotees of the Lord are devoid of all good fortune. Anybody against the devotees in this Sangha, like Lalita and Govinda, are devoid of all good fortune. How can you have any good fortune, really? You can preach and speculate about the Vedas and all that stuff. But you got to learn this lesson in some lifetime. Otherwise, this is the door. It's like the door is shut until this shackle is taken off. This is like a lock on the door. Blah, 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 blah. You know, you can't get in like that. Devoid of all good fortune. You see, people get good fortune here. The opposite is true. Because people that are here and are taking this seriously and are becoming real dedicated disciples and friends of the devotees here, all of a sudden, noodles, right? Wow, Pani, oh God, we feel like Krishna's taking care of us simply because they give respect here now. You know, and they serve the devotees. They follow the real process. And the Lord is not an ingrate. He's not a liar and a cheater like these other idiots. He's truthful. You get good fortune here, like we do here. But if you refuse the good fortune, then you go somewhere else. What, you don't want good fortune? You know, we have witnesses. You see, Noodles is standing up saying, even Shama Sundari is saying she's getting good fortune. All kinds of devotees saying good fortune in their lives. If you have troubles and problems still and all that stuff being here, you're struggling with the false ego. You're struggling to hold on to shit. Shit, literally. That's just what happens. So anyway, you're going to struggle, but at least you're in the right place to struggle. Eventually, I mean, if you're sincere, if you really want this bhakti, if it's really attractive, you'll get through it. It's the highest goal of life. From these pastimes and things, Lord Chaitanya said to Haridas, one can see the highly elevated position of devotees. See, this is what I said. Just from these things that the Lord says about Haridas, and he speaks in general too, of the highly elevated position of his devotees. So why wouldn't anyone want to be a devotee? Come on, world! Wake up! It's all here. Here. Not there, not there, not here. The gold is here. Sorry, luckily you went away. I was a little intense for a few minutes. Nature calls. When Haridas heard about the Lord's magnanimous deed, he fell swooning to the ground. He lost all external consciousness and was immersed in an ocean of ecstasy. Lord Chaitanya said, wake up, see my opulent manifestation to your heart's content. Haridas awoke. Haridas awoke. Becoming externally conscious in tears of transcendental love. He looked about, perceiving the Lord's extraordinary manifestation. He rolled about all over the courtyard, sometimes breathing heavily, other times swooning. All the ecstatic symptoms swept over Haridas's body. Jai Haridas! Like Haridas's body like a hurricane, and although the Lord tried to steady him, Haridas could not remain still. Thakur Haridas said, "O Lord Vishwambara, you are the Lord and the protector of the universe. Now the responsibility of delivering a lowly fallen wretch like me rests on you. My Lord, how can I describe your transcendental glory? As I do not possess any good qualifications. I am sinful and I am not even within Vedic society." It's true what he said, actually. He's not within Vedic. He's not in it. He's Paramahamsa, man. He's outside of everything. Yeah. And that's a great thing he says. How can I describe your transcendental qualities, Lord? Because I'm devoid, because I don't have any good qualities. But you know what? If you have good qualities, you still can't describe the transcendental nature of the Lord. You have to have transcendental qualities. You have to have the grace of the Lord. I am sinful. I am not even within Vedic society. Just seeing me makes a person vulnerable to sin. Yeah, if you criticize him. And touching me makes one so contaminated that he must bathe immediately. Yeah, that's not true. But actually, that's the thing. Everything in this world, you could say Haridas is looking from the position of an ordinary person, which he's not, of course. This is the world situation. People, even in goodness, cannot praise the transcendental qualities of the Lord. They don't know them by experience. Yeah, and touching people. I mean, if you're a purified devotee, it's fine. But people are touching each other, not only physically, but touching each other's hearts. By intimate dealings and all of that, it just purifies, it contaminates your heart. If you fall in love with a person in this world that's mundane and all that, it just pollutes your heart. It's contaminating. It just is what it is. You may not realize it. It's not, and nothing's pure in this world. Even Lord Chaitanya said, "There's no pure love in this world." unless a devotee is here, loving God. Now we got some pure love. How then can I say anything about your divine pastimes? There is one fact that you yourself have stated. Anyone remembering your lotus feet, be he as insignificant as a fallen as an insect, is never forsaken by you. See? But you can be like, see people chanting the holy names like this, and they think, well, I'm remembering the Lord's work. But you see the other teaching of the Lord, you can, if you equate non-ecstatic devotees to real ecstatic, intimate associate of the Lord's devotees on the same level, and you criticize them, and you're chanting and chanting and chanting, see, you're not really remembering the Lord. There's no effect. It's only material. That's why people, they end up chanting and chanting, but they don't get any result, really. See, but now you come here, you get purified, you get the potency, you get the affection for Lord Chaitanya and his devotees, his real devotees. Now you remember the Lord, and you're not forsaken by the Lord. See, because you're attached to the Lord, he's attached to you. Why should he forsake a devotee now? You're a devotee of a devotee. You're a real disciple here. See? That's why if you come here, you abandon these opinions like, well, I don't know. Why are you so exclusive? Why can't I go to Sadhguru, man, get some energy from him, and go to this guru and get some, go to Muchi and Muchi. You want to be a Muchi? You want to be a mooch? That's a mooch. Yeah. Muchi doesn't have this. Muji will just, you may think he's humble and all that. He cannot not help but develop pride and all kinds of things, thinking he's superior to all these things. I'll look at his preaching again to see where it is. But, there's nothing like this here. Yeah. You want the Lord to remember, where you remember the Lord, and he comes, you chant his name, and he comes and gives you his protection, and never will forsake you. Yeah, and you wonder why I talk about an exclusive path. You don't get that with Muji or whatever. Yeah, Muji, or you don't get that with Jaipataka. You don't get that with the world or some other path. Well, I want a Kundalini experience. I'm going to go to Sadhguru to get a Kundalini. Okay, that's all you get is a Kundalini experience. But where's the devotion? Where's the bhakti? Where's your relationship with the Lord? That's what's taught here. That's what's given here. It's very exclusive, very specific. Life's ultimate goal is easily attained here, not there, not there, and not there. Here. Don't all paths lead to God? You hope, maybe. Hope so. Some lead to hell. It says, I don't know, I believe the scriptures, man. Scriptures are my guide. What's your guide out there, people? The scriptures are my guide. It says that those who go down into hell hardly ever come out. So therefore, do all paths lead to God? Well, I don't know. And they think, what kind of God are you worshiping? I'm God, just a truthful God, man. He's trying to help, right? He's trying to help now. Who's taking advantage of the help? Are you there in ISKCON land? You know, you haven't achieved life's ultimate goal, and we have, and you're not here. We're trying to help you, you know, but you don't listen even on the Vitae level. They're materialists. They're never going to listen, and the God wants to help them, but they won't listen. So what can be done? Lucky if Kalki does come and cuts these atheists down, man, you know, so it gives them liberation at least. Whereas the mighty king falls from grace if he disregards your lotus feet. Oh, okay. Is never forsaken by you, whereas even a mighty king falls from grace if he disregards your lotus feet. That's it, man. You know, and the lotus feet in chapter 1 of Adi Leela, when you're ready to be delivered, you need this kind of guru. You should check and see and listen long enough to see if you got this kind of guru, because this is the kind of guru that you need to get out of this illusion. When you're ready to be delivered, chapter 1, Adi Leela says, Lord Krishna comes in the form of the spiritual master to deliver his devotees. So if you disregard their feet, you're disregarding the Lord. And even though you're a big king over there, Mr. Jaipataka, Mr. Guru's over there in ISKCON, you fall from your position. Just truth, right? If anybody believes that, if you got a real, I mean, you should be looking for this guru, man. That's an intelligent person. The intelligent person, somebody that is actually servitor Krishna, like Prabhupada used to preach. That's the guru you should look for. And especially, you'd be lucky, you should kiss the ground if they're teaching you confidential things like this. Is Radhanath the guru like this? Did Lord Krishna descend as Radhanath or Jaipataka? Do they have the symptoms of that? The authority of that? The ecstasy of that? How about Sadguru? What has he got? The beard. He's hiding behind that beard, by the way. Oh, wisdom. Oh, yeah, marriage. He's got an answer for everything on a material platform. Give you a Kundalini experience. BFD. Did Krishna descend in the form of Sadguru? No, he's a guru for the masses. They're impressed with worldly wisdom. Help me with my marriage. Help me with this. Help me. And then at the end of his life, I guarantee you, it'll be just like King Solomon said, what the hell did I spend my life doing for this wisdom? My heart's still unsatisfied. But great lesson for you there, Sadguru. Yeah, if you equate Sadguru with even a disciple like Lalita, you're big fool number one. You don't see with the eyes of God. See? She's a bhakti with real devotion. She's a real devotee, an intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya, Radha, and Krishna. And Sadguru, nada, nothing in the eyes. The Lord don't even recognize him. But you fools, you neophytes recognize him. Yeah, that's why you stay fools and neophytes and fall from the grace of God. Just trying to help you, man. Just turn your attention over here. And then you're going to get real grace. You're going to get real mercy. You're going to get real truth. You're going to get real love. And you're going to have a real intimate relationship with God. You're going to marry God. You're going to be a goddess of fortune. Your fortune's going to increase more and 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 more forever. That's my Lord. He's like that. I like Haridas's glorification. It's really good. I am incapable of remembering you, although I know you shelter the most impoverished soul if he simply remembers you. And that's the grace you get. You don't have to be look where everywhere else you got to be special, right? You got to work to be special. What, in ISKCON to be a guru, to be one of these so-called special gurus, you got to work your butt off to be a guru, right? Some people go to these groups to become, something important. And you got to really work for it. And you're not capable. Most people, I'll never be. I remember this one lady I was preaching to in Mayapur. She read the book of Radhanath. And he's so great, man. I'll never be able to live in a cave and to be austere like him. There's no hope for me. There's more hope for you because you met me and we're discussing things than there is for him. Everything's topsy-turvy in this world. People respect the wrong thing and the wrong people. People honor the wrong thing and the wrong people. People worship the wrong people. People believe in the wrong people. That's the whole problem in a nutshell. That's why truth sets you free. Ugh. Yeah. So the most impoverished soul can come here. See? And you will not be forsaken by God. You found the real path. Stay on it. Cultivate it forever. If you become convinced, that's what I told this one intelligent guy, he's intelligent in one way. But true intelligence is Lalita intelligence. Govinda is intelligent. They're on the real path and they stay on it. That's why you don't have to be intelligent, man. You have to be that kind of intelligence. Otherwise, like that nice guy, David, he's got intelligence. But if he comes and he doesn't get what we're talking about here, then that intelligence can't really help him. Better to be an impoverished person without intelligence like that. But if you come here and this gives you hope, gives you understanding, okay? Gives you faith, gives you the shelter, and you take the shelter with heart and soul. Now that's better than Sadhguru's intelligence, because he ain't coming here. And if this David doesn't get it after 30, 60 days, it's better than that intelligence. See, because now you found reality. You found the one door in the universe that leads into the paradise of Vrindavan forever. The highest Dham is given even to the most impoverished persons in this world. Because you found a real servant of Nityananda. That's how he rolls here in the world, He was a savior of the imbeciles, the retards, the householders, the nobodies. All the somebodies didn't want to come to him. See, because they were somebody. See, literally, somebody. Too much, so. The evil Duryodhana and Dushana. So, okay, that's it. Hey, Freddie, you ready for another day? How about you, Shamagori? Oh, sweet. How about you, Andromeda? You want to come up? How about you, Aman? Anyway, I'll put the link up here. And even Bhakti Tom, if you want to come up, that's okay too. Let's see. I'll put the link up here. Oops. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Oh, I don't see my. Doesn't show my live. Oh, I see. Let's try it like this. There we go. All right, Dr. Tom, give us a word. You're muted still. No sound? Okay, you get it figured out, and we'll get Lalita to give us a word first.
Yeah, thank you, Guru Maharaj. I'm so proud of you, Guru Maharaj. I'm so proud of you. So proud that you came, and so happy that I can be part of this sangha, and play a role in Krishna's life. Unexpected. This is an unexpected presence. I'm so proud of you about your preaching. You were talking about the apostles of Jesus. Um, that is their life, that preaching, that was really their bread of life. So is your preaching. It is my bread of life. It is really literally how I'm living. And it is because my life is when I'm standing under what you are telling me. That is what gives me life. And because I'm standing under your preaching and support that completely, I get the understanding of the Lord. This is a real big thing actually. This is one big beautiful concept, and the Lord is really extremely loyal towards his devotees. That is unbelievable what he gives back, much more than you can expect. um, by following you. I read this about Lord Chaitanya, who said, no, it was Prabodhananda who said, by following Lord Chaitanya, I have this by following you, I follow Lord Chaitanya. The ceiling of my heart reaches actually the ceiling of my brain, and I get intoxicated, and I live in a completely different land and a completely different consciousness, only because I'm attached on you. I'm attached on what you are giving. I just received that bread and that wine, that food and that intoxicating drink. Uh, this is God, my Lord, you're so, so merciful, sending Silakuraitas. What a mercy is this, man? Without any effort, you just receive that. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. And your words are so, so perfect. They make me fly, they make me dance, they make me happy. They are feeding my soul. It is, oh, thank you so much. I'm so proud of you, Guru Maharaj, because I didn't deserve to be your disciple, and you are the most important Guru of the whole world, of the whole universe. You are the spiritual master. You're my master for always and always. Really, for always and always. This is really so nicely, so life changing, so happy making, transcendentally happy making. Something that the world doesn't know about. This is super, super, super.
Yeah. Okay, great, Lolita. Anything more you want to share?
No, it's okay, Guru Raj. I'm curious what you have to say.
Yeah, okay, let's see what get it worked out.
Did it work out? Yes. Hey. Whoa. I'm so happy to whoa, where to start? Without this lifeline with you three, I feel dead. There's no life anymore. I cannot live this without this connection anymore. That's my realization. It's so lifeless without this connection, and I figured out this. It's very simple. Whoa. But it took me a lot. It took me a lot of suffering to figure this out. It's really not nice what happened. It's so when I tried to connect to people and to communicate with people and there was no life. It's really not nice to experience this. So yes, I hope I'm more clear now. I'm more. I don't want to go there again. So thank you, Sheila Garidas. Yes, and I really want to meet people like that. They come here like Freddy and connect with Govinda and with all the yes. I miss them.
Yeah. So where did you go that was so suffering place?
Um, just the old habits. I wanted to find the living source and the connection with the devotees here. It was kind of yeah. It felt like blocked. So I tried to grasp some living force somewhere else in the mundane, but every time it became more clear there's no real life there. No real life in dancing classes, no real life in other gurus, no real life in hypocrites, no real life in unconscious people who who have no connection, no vibration like this. There's no life in there, and um, so I had yeah
Yeah, well, that's not surprising because you've been here long enough to pick up that this is a transcendental vibration. See? And so if you pick that up long enough, then you get a perspective. And then when you're out of it, you see that everything is mundane and lifeless. This is the real life. This is what people don't have. They think real life is in the mode still because that's all they experience. So if they come and get an experience of what's above the modes, which is this ecstatic worship, ecstatic preaching, truthful preaching on the highest level of truth, then there's nothing like it. I mean, you just get spoiled. You become more of a connoisseur, and then you see you want life. You got to come where life is. It's like if you get thirsty. Where's the well? Where's the well? Oh, the well's here. Let me go to the well to drink. Oh, you're thirsty. You just remain thirsty. Well, you're not going to the well. So it's like you gotta I woke up this morning and I thought, it's time to worship Krishna, man. Time to give and receive life. And because there's no you sleep all night, and just you get up and it's just okay. What do we do? Well, hey, it's time to worship Krishna, man. Time to see when worshiping Krishna, that means transcendental nature. See, that means transcendental vibration, manifesting. That means God coming to us. We're calling Him, right? And He's coming, giving us happiness, right? We want. I don't want to. I want to be happy, man. I don't. Without the Lord's grace, I'm spoiled, man. I'd be happy. That's why I did even though I had an empty camera for 20 something years, more or less, I still did Chaitanya Bhagavat class because I want life, man. I don't want to just not just exist in this world without life. And I couldn't get life from all this other stuff. Everything's in the modes, under the modes. Yeah. So that's how it is. That's the thing. Why you come here long enough, you should get an experience of the transcendental vibration and see how different it is from Sadhgurus and these other gurus and all of that stuff. But you got to follow the process too, because Krishna, you can be here and not be here. Like we have an example, like Johann. He was here, but not really here. See? Didn't get it. See? Because didn't get purified. That's why you got to come in sincerely and follow the process and get purified. Yeah, become a real devotee, a frank, honest, clear, this devotee, and everything will work great. Yeah. Okay, so why don't we take a break now? 22 people today. That's pretty good. 23 came. Yeah. So anybody wants to leave comments or questions or something, let us know and do it here on Facebook. And until we meet again, Hare Krishna, everybody.